What if the secret to aging gracefully with clarity of mind and strength in your body was not hidden in a pill, but in a simple cup of tea? Every day, millions of people struggle with fatigue, brain fog, joint pain, and restlessness, assuming it's just a natural part of aging. But what if that's not quite true? Across the mountains of Tibet, in the quiet corridors of Buddhist monasteries and among the elders of Eastern cultures, there's a forgotten ritual. A ritual that involves 5 specific teas, each a natural source of energy used to sharpen the mind, soothe the body, and awaken a deeper sense of aliveness. Yet this knowledge has quietly faded away, replaced by a reliance on modern medicines, quick fixes, and synthetic answers. In this video, we explore 5 ancient teas, each backed by both ancient practice and modern science, that have been used for centuries to increase longevity, heal the body from the inside, and bring peace to the restless mind. The 5th tea? It's so powerful that some believe it's been intentionally hidden from public knowledge. So stay with me, because what you're about to discover may not only improve your health, it may change the way you live the rest of your life. And if you're ready to start this journey, go ahead and like, subscribe, and breathe in the wisdom that's been waiting for you all along. Let's start with one of the oldest and most revered remedies in the natural healing world, ginger tea. Often dismissed today as just another kitchen spice, ginger was once considered a sacred root. In ancient Buddhist monasteries, it was considered a living fire, a fire that could warm the body, purify the spirit, and ignite the inner strength needed for deep meditation and long retreats. The monks had no fireplaces, supplements, or elaborate medical systems. What they did have was ginger, this humble root, which they believed carried the warmth of the sun and the wisdom of the earth. A cup of ginger tea was said to awaken dormant energy, stimulate internal healing, and open the channels between body and spirit. Modern science has now confirmed what the monks knew. Ginger is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories known to man. It aids circulation, soothes joint pain, aids digestion, reduces nausea, boosts the immune system, and balances a sluggish metabolism, problems that often become more common as we age. Imagine starting your morning with something that not only wakes you up, but actually activates your vitality. That is the true power of ginger tea. Let me share with you a practice still honored in some Tibetan traditions. Monks would brew fresh ginger slices in hot water, sipping slowly before meditation to clear their thoughts and warm their internal energy. If the body was the temple, ginger was the flame that lit it from within. And you don't need to travel to the Himalayas to access this gift. You can make it right in your own kitchen. The ideal way? Slice fresh ginger, don't settle for powder. Boil it gently in water for 5 to 10 minutes. If you wish, add a few drops of lemon juice or a touch of raw honey. This not only enhances the taste, but deepens the healing, especially when taken with presence and gratitude. But here's where the real magic lies. It's not just what you drink, it's how you drink it. Make it a morning ritual. Sit quietly. Hold the warm cup in your hands. Breathe in the aroma. Let the warmth move through your body. With every sip, affirm, I awaken my energy. I nourish my life. Many who adopt this simple habit report more energy, clearer digestion, and even improved mood, often within just a few days. It's not a miracle. It's nature remembered. Ginger tea isn't just about fighting disease. It's about reclaiming vitality, reconnecting to something older than pills, deeper than diets. It's about remembering that within your own body lies a wisdom that responds best to care, warmth, and attention. So if you're looking for a natural way to begin feeling alive again, start here. A single cup each day, a moment of stillness, a conscious return to the healing fire within. Coming up next, we'll explore a tea that brings not just strength, but profound calm. And its story is just as powerful as its effect. Now let's turn to a lesser-known, yet deeply powerful tea, Rooibos. While it may not have the global fame of green or black tea within ancient Eastern and spiritual circles, Rooibos has long been revered as a silent healer, a quiet force that strengthens the body while calming the mind. Originating in the rugged highlands of South Africa, Rooibos eventually found its way into the hands of monks and healers who valued herbs not just for their taste, but for their vibration. Rooibos became a treasured tea in Buddhist communities, especially during periods of fasting, silence, and deep meditation. It was considered a grounding drink, one that didn't stimulate or sedate but brought balance, strength, and serenity in equal measure. Why was it so revered? Because Rooibos offers something rare: natural vitality without agitation. It's completely caffeine-free, yet it delivers a wealth of antioxidants, aspalathin and nothofagin, known to reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and help stabilize blood sugar levels. And perhaps most importantly for our modern world, Rooibos has a soothing effect on the nervous system. It quiets the mind, lowers stress hormones, and gently supports restful sleep without any of the harsh side effects often found in synthetic medications. Let me share a story that reflects its quiet power. Mr. Robert, a 72-year-old retiree, had battled chronic insomnia and high blood pressure for years. Medications offered temporary relief, but left him feeling groggy and disconnected. It wasn't until a friend from his meditation group suggested Rooibos tea before bed that something shifted. Within a few weeks, Robert reported deeper sleep, calmer days, and surprisingly, lower blood pressure readings. He said it was like waking up with a new body every morning, not because of a miracle cure, but because of a consistent, gentle ritual. That's the essence of Rooibos: subtle transformation. In Buddhist tradition, Rooibos tea wasn't just consumed, it was honored. Monks would prepare it in silence, using it as a ritual of grounding before entering meditation. They believed that a body inflamed or agitated could not touch higher states of consciousness, so they turned to Rooibos as their spiritual bridge: calm body, clear mind. To unlock the full benefits of Rooibos, preparation matters. Use pure, unblended Rooibos leaves. Steep them in hot water, almost boiling, for 5 to 7 minutes. The longer it steeps, the more antioxidants are drawn into the cup. For an extra touch, you can add a slice of lemon or orange during steeping. This brings a bright flavor and enhances the calming effect without sugar or additives. But just like with ginger tea, the healing isn't only in the leaf, it's in the moment. Turn off your screens. Sit down, watch the steam rise. Let it become a small ceremony of stillness in your day. A single cup of Rooibos, when taken with presence, becomes more than tea. It becomes a soft shield against the invisible pressures of life. It nurtures your nervous system, supports your heart, and invites peace where there was once tension. So if you've been feeling mentally restless, emotionally heavy, or simply in need of calm strength, this tea may be your quiet answer. Next, we'll uncover a sacred leaf that holds a long-standing place in Buddhist ritual: green tea, the drink of clarity and renewal. Among all the teas that have shaped the path of spiritual seekers and healers across time, green tea stands in a class of its own. More than a beverage, it was once seen as a sacred ally, a bridge between the physical world and inner clarity. For Buddhist monks, green tea wasn't just a way to stay awake. It was a companion on the journey toward enlightenment. Long before it became trendy in cafes and health stores, green tea was consumed with deep reverence in monasteries. Monks would prepare and sip it before long sessions of meditation, not to stimulate the mind with jittery energy, but to cultivate a unique state of calm focus. This was the essence of their practice: alertness without tension, vitality without chaos. What gives green tea this power? A natural balance of compounds, chief among them L-theanine and catechins. L-theanine gently supports alpha brainwaves, encouraging a relaxed yet attentive state. Catechins, potent antioxidants, fight inflammation, protect the heart, and slow the aging process from the inside out. And while it does contain a touch of caffeine, it's just enough to energize without overwhelming. Let me share the story of Mrs. Susan, age 69. Once active and full of life, she found herself slipping into brain fog, fatigue, and forgetfulness. Coffee left her jittery, and sugary drinks offered nothing but short-lived highs. On a friend's recommendation, she began drinking 2 cups of green tea daily, one in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. Within weeks, her clarity returned. She felt lighter, more grounded, and described each day as gently lit from within, no artificial stimulants, just consistent natural support. But what truly set green tea apart in monastic life was not just its physical benefits. It was how it was prepared and consumed. The act itself became a form of meditation. Water was heated slowly, not boiled in haste. Leaves were selected with care. And each step, from pouring to sipping, was done in silence. Gratitude was the secret ingredient. You can create this same experience at home. Start by using loose-leaf green tea, not the crushed, bagged varieties. Heat your water to 75 to 80 degrees Celsius, 167, 176 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot, but not boiling. Steep the leaves gently for just 2 to 3 minutes. Drink in small sips. Let the flavor wash over your senses. Breathe between each swallow. It's more than hydration. It's a moment of alignment. Want to enhance the benefits even more? Add a slice of lemon to boost antioxidant absorption, or a few fresh mint leaves for a calming, cooling effect. These simple additions elevate both the flavor and the healing energy of your tea. In Buddhist tradition, green tea was a symbol of balance, energy, and peace, together in harmony. A single cup in the morning can awaken your senses. A second cup in the afternoon can anchor your thoughts, and over time the ritual itself becomes a form of self-respect. So, if you've been seeking mental clarity, stable energy, and a deeper sense of well-being, green tea may be your sacred companion. In the next part of our journey, we'll explore a tea long used by monks to calm the heart and soothe the soul. Chamomile, nature's balm for emotional and physical tension. Of all the teas known to humankind, few are as universally recognized and yet so deeply underestimated as chamomile tea. In our modern world, it's often brushed aside as just a sleepy time drink, something mild, perhaps even forgettable. But to ancient healers, monks, and those walking the spiritual path, chamomile was never ordinary. It was a sacred herb, a portal to peace, a gentle guardian of the heart and mind. In Buddhist traditions, chamomile was used during times of transition, changes of season, emotional upheaval, or new spiritual cycles. The monks knew that true growth, physical, emotional, and spiritual, could only take root in inner stillness, and so they turned to chamomile, not just for its calming effects, but for its ability to reconnect the body and spirit through serenity. Chamomile is more than a relaxant. Its properties reach deep into the nervous system, gently quieting the overactive mind. It acts on brain receptors that regulate stress, anxiety, and fear, making it an ally for emotional balance, hormonal stability, and even immune support. For those dealing with joint pain, digestive issues, insomnia, or simply the weariness that comes with age, chamomile offers a soothing touch, not with force but with grace. Let me share with you the story of Mrs. Linda, age 77. For years, she struggled with anxiety, poor sleep, and muscle pain. Doctors gave her pills, therapists gave her routines, but nothing seemed to bring true peace. That was until her granddaughter, a student of meditation, suggested she return to nature. Every evening, Linda began preparing a cup of chamomile tea, steeped slowly and sipped in silence. She dimmed the lights, turned off the noise, and breathed deeply. Within weeks, her sleep improved, her body softened, and her spirit began to feel light again. Not because of magic, because of presence. And this is what the monks always taught. Chamomile's power is unlocked, not just by preparation, but by intention. Here's how you can invite that same peace into your own life. Use high-quality dried chamomile flowers, not just basic tea bags. Steep them in hot but not boiling water for at least 8 minutes, long enough to draw out the full spectrum of healing compounds. To enhance its flavor and calming effect, add a slice of apple or a stick of cinnamon during the steeping. Both ingredients deepen its warmth and introduce natural sweetness. But most importantly, make the experience sacred. Find a quiet space. Turn off your devices. Wrap your hands around the warm mug. Breathe in deeply. Sip slowly. With each swallow, release a little tension. Soften your gaze and return to yourself. Chamomile teaches us that peace isn't something we chase, it's something we return to. And this tea, when embraced as a ritual, can become your evening doorway to healing, release, and rest. So if you felt overwhelmed by the pace of life, burdened by emotional weight, or simply craving a deeper kind of stillness, let chamomile lead you back home. Coming up next, we'll explore why how you drink tea can be just as powerful as what you drink, and how intention transforms each cup into a ritual of healing. By now, you've learned about the healing properties of ginger, rooibos, green tea, and chamomile. But there's something just as powerful, something the ancient monks understood deeply, and something modern life often forgets. It's not only about what you drink, it's about how you drink it. In Buddhist tradition, every cup of tea was more than hydration. It was a spiritual moment, a sacred pause in the rush of life. The monks taught that the way you approach a simple ritual, like drinking tea, reflects the way you treat your own body, your energy, and your soul. Today, tea is often consumed like everything else in our modern world, rushed, distracted, and unconscious. And we sip while scrolling, brew while multitasking, drink while stressed. And in doing so, we miss the quiet invitation that tea offers, the invitation to come home to yourself. The healing power of tea is amplified not just by its ingredients, but by your intention. Set aside 5 quiet minutes each day, not for your to-do list, not for another task, but just for you. Prepare your tea with care. Notice the warmth of the mug. Inhale the steam. Feel the moment. This is not just self-care. It's self-respect. In the old monasteries, even the water used to make tea was treated with reverence. Monks would draw it slowly, heat it gently, and never let it boil too aggressively. Why? Because they believed that even water has an energy, a memory, and that how you treat the water shapes the energy of the tea. They used filtered, clean water, heated with patience. They believed that purity begins in the invisible. And they were right. When you approach your tea as a ritual, rather than a routine, something inside you begins to shift. Your nervous system calms. Your heart rate slows. Your presence deepens. And in that space, your body becomes more receptive, your mind more still, your healing more complete. Let your tea time become a sacred appointment, a space where you do nothing except be. You don't need incense or chants, just silence, stillness, gratitude. Even if it's only 5 minutes, those 5 minutes lived fully can ripple through your entire day. And here's something powerful to remember. Your body listens. When you sip your tea and silently say, "I care for you," your body responds. It softens. It repairs. It releases. That small moment of mindfulness is what turns a warm beverage into a healing ritual. So before we move on, ask yourself, are you drinking your tea, or are you receiving it? Are you rushing through it or letting it nourish you? Because in the end, it's not just the leaves or the herbs that bring transformation. It's your presence, your awareness, your choice to honor the moment. Coming up next, we'll reflect on a deeper truth, that while tea can support you, you are the one shaping your health. One choice, one ritual, one conscious breath at a time. Now that we've journeyed through the wisdom of ancient teas, from the fiery strength of ginger to the calming serenity of chamomile, there's a truth we must speak with clarity and compassion. Tea is a companion, not a cure-all. It's easy, especially in today's world, to want fast results, to reach for something, anything that will erase years of pain, fatigue, or imbalance with one sip, one pill, one product. But the monks, the elders, the healers of old, they knew something we often forget. True healing is not an event. It is a way of life. The teas we've explored are powerful, yes. They soothe inflammation, calm the mind, support digestion, restore balance. But they are not magic spells. They are tools, lovingly offered by nature, meant to support a deeper journey. And that journey begins with you. You are not just a body waiting to be fixed. You are a living system of breath, thought, energy, and choice. Every sip of tea becomes meaningful only when matched by intention, when paired with movement, rest, nourishing food, and moments of stillness, when approached with patience, consistency, and care. Think of your health like a great tree. Its roots are your nutrition, its trunk is your physical movement, its branches are your sleep, your relationships, your emotional balance. And the teas? They are like gentle rain, nourishing, vital, life-giving, but never enough on their own if the roots are dry, if the trunk is weak. So rather than asking, "Will this tea heal me?" ask, "How am I living?" Are you giving your body the love it deserves? Are you creating space for quiet, for breath, for presence? Are you planting small, consistent habits that, over time, build resilience, strength, and joy? The monks taught that what is practiced daily becomes your destiny, and this, perhaps, is the greatest truth of all. It's not the occasional act that transforms us. It's the daily rituals, the repeated kindness toward ourselves, the humble choice to care. So let tea be your companion, a quiet witness to your growth, a reminder to slow down, a daily touchpoint that reconnects you with your breath, your body, your life. It will not erase the years, but it may help you feel lighter as you carry them. It will not stop time, but it can soften its weight. It won't fix everything, but it may be the beginning of a better rhythm, one you shape each day with each conscious cup. And when you begin to live this way, deliberately, gently, with reverence for the small things, you'll notice something remarkable. Life doesn't feel so rushed, the body doesn't feel so heavy, and you begin to remember, healing is not outside of you, it's already within you. Next, we'll end this journey with a powerful message, one that ties everything together and invites you to bring this ancient wisdom to the heart of your modern life. One such example comes from Okinawa, Japan, a region long studied for its unique population of centenarians. While many people focus on their diet or genetics, what's often overlooked is their daily tea ritual. Every morning and afternoon, Okinawans quietly brew sanpin cha, a blend of green tea and jasmine, and sip it slowly, with full attention and presence. It's more than just a drink. It's a ritual of connection between the body, nature, and time. Okinawan elders don't rush through life. They don't drink tea while checking messages or worrying about tomorrow. Instead, they sit, breathe, and let the act of drinking tea become a gentle meditation. Over the decades, this practice has become a rhythm, a calming anchor that reduces stress, supports heart health, sharpens the mind, and fosters longevity. Their stories remind us that it's not expensive treatments or groundbreaking discoveries that make the difference. It's the small, everyday choices, the simple rituals, and the awareness we bring to them. Like the monks, these elders show us, when you honor the moment, your body remembers and responds with strength, balance, and peace. The deeper lesson in all of this is simple, yet easily forgotten in today's world. Healing doesn't come from doing more, it comes from doing less but with more presence. In a society that glorifies speed, productivity, and instant results, the quiet wisdom of tea calls us back to the sacredness of simplicity. It invites us to slow down, reconnect, and care for ourselves, not as problems to be solved, but as living beings deserving of gentleness and time. For many middle-aged and older adults, the years bring a new kind of pressure. Health becomes harder to maintain, energy doesn't come as easily, and the noise of the world becomes more intense. But the path to balance isn't in the pursuit of another supplement or the next quick fix. It's found in restorative rituals, like a cup of tea, drunk with full attention and care. This is the wisdom we gain from sitting down to tea. It's not just about antioxidants or inflammation. It's about honoring our bodies, returning to stillness, remembering that life, lived with presence, retains its beauty, resilience, and grace at any age. So whether you're 50 or 80, let each cup of tea remind you, you're not behind, you're arriving, right where the healing begins. If you've made it this far, stop for a moment and take a deep breath, because right there, that's the beginning of the transformation. Today, you've learned more than just tea. You've reclaimed something far more precious, the right to care for yourself in a sacred, intentional, and profound way. You've remembered that healing isn't found in complexity. It's found in stillness, in consistency, in awareness. One sip at a time. In a world that often tells us to rush, to push through, to numb the discomfort, to ignore the signs, what you've done here is rare. You've slowed down, you've listened, and most importantly, you've chosen to honor your health. Not as a problem to be solved, but as a relationship to be nurtured. Whether it's ginger that awakens your inner fire, rooibos that calms your nerves, green tea that sharpens your clarity, or chamomile that soothes your heart. Every cup of tea is a small act of love, and when done with presence, it becomes a statement. I choose to show up for my life, fully, gently, and carefully. The truth is, it doesn't matter how old you are, how long it's been since you last felt strong, or how out of balance you might feel today. What matters is the choice you make right now, because every moment opens a door for you to return to yourself, to return to the wisdom your body has always known, and to begin again. This isn't about perfection. This is about participation. It's about showing up, holding your cup, opening your heart, and allowing the small rituals to guide you to greater peace, energy, and connection. So let your tea ritual be more than a habit. Let it be a quiet revolution, a reminder that your life is worth slowing down, that your body deserves kindness, that you are not defined by your illness, your fatigue, or your past, but by the care you choose to give it.